Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm just finishing up my day here at Islands of Adventure. Had a few good little updates to share with you. Universal even made an announcement as I was walking around the park, showed some merchandise, and I had some really bad luck today. But let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. Let's take you back to the start of the video and let you see how it all went down. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Rick here, and this is what's happening right now at Islands of Adventure. I'm not going to go through the pass holder entrance today because there's been something that I've missed at the regular entrance. They have added 2 of these video information boards right at the turnstiles, right before you scan in. So the restrooms being closed here and the construction walls, nothing new, but they've gone further down now. Construction walls, fancy scrim, but this is at the rental section where you would rent wheelchairs and EVs and strollers and such. But looks like it's having a little bit of a renovation done. And on the other side of the park entry, the guest services scrim, I think I've shown this before, but it and the construction walls remain. Let's check on the 2-park unlimited express pass today. I feel like it should be under $300. Let's see if I'm right. I was wrong. It's exactly $300 plus tax, of course. By the way, I have a channel dedicated to Walt Disney World. It's called Rix in the Queue. So if you're interested in Disney content, subscribe to that channel. Link in the description box. Left or right? Left or right? Today, let's go right. There's some information. I think if we go this way, I can give it to you a little quicker. I could share these announcements anywhere, but there's a spot in the Lost Continent where it just makes a little more sense. Believe it or not, the holidays are just around the corner. A couple things I want to show you inside of the Malberry Street store. First thing is this Merry Grinchmas shirt for $65. It's got a pocket right there. It buttons up the front. And then for $55, we have this Fillin' Grinchy Snow Throw. Now, it's kind of unique. It has a little handle, and it buttons up on the side, so the blanket can carry itself. $70 for this hooded blanket. It's the Grinch right there. This is what it looks like when it's all undone and not bundled up. But it's a hooded Grinch blanket. A couple more things to show you. For $11.99, a Grinch sipper. Your first fill of beverage is free. And then over here, for $24, lunch boxes. Actually, it's just one, but 2 different sides. Naughty and nice side. One of those tin or metal lunch boxes. Pretty cool for the holiday season. Okay, one more thing to show you. This is a one more thing to show you. How the Grinch Stole Christmas playset. Comes in this little like toy box. There's something similar to this at Marvel for Marvel figurines. Let me show you what's on the inside of that, because they have a little display here. That's what the box looks like on the inside, with a few little toys in there for you. Okay, for real, one last thing, because every time I turn around, I'm finding something cool. This is a Whoville Sweet Shop for $150. And now, I'm gonna stop turning around. I did not turn around, but I did walk forward, and I found this shirt here for $33. Dashing through the nope. Okay, we finally made it out of the Malberry Street store. Let's head into the Lost Continent. Not a lot happening in the Lost Continent first thing in the morning. Nothing really gets going in here until 11. We can get some food. Until then, it's just shopping. The All Hallows Eve Boutique is a good place to tell you about a couple of Halloween Horror Nights announcements regarding scare zones. First, the origins of horror. Step into a rotting conservatory, tangled in vines and nightmares. Here, artists carve tributes to Halloween Horror Nights 34, while monstrous crows and more come to life around you. And then the one they just announced yesterday, Masquerade Dance with Death. Welcome to the Masquerade Dance with Death, a lavish ball where masked vampires stalk the floor. They're hunting, and you're on the guest list. Don't forget that all of the Terrifier HHN merchandise that I showed you in the last Studios update video at the 5 and Dime can also be found here at the All Hallows Eve boutique. In fact, it even has the stained glass edition that was sold out at Studios, but it's here now for $8. It would go right here. So here you would have Fallout, there you would have Jason, and that corner there would have Terrifier, Art the Clown. These may have been restocked at Studios, but I don't know for sure. I guess I should also mention a little work being done on the All Hallows Eve boutique. A paint refresh, it looks like. Alright, into Hogsmeade for a moment, where we can see that Hagrid's is a 2-hour wait. There's something I want to show you inside of a Honeydukes real fast, and it's not candy. This Honeydukes bag, Nikki owns this. It is one of her favorite bags, currently priced at $82. And I would like to note, these are not Loungefly bags. Priced like one, but it's not. As usual, there's more people online for butterbeer on this side than that side. I would also like to mention that the butterbeer line is being weird today, as it's going that way. It normally lines up this way. So, a different crowd of people here today. In the outside area of Dervish and Bang, something cool to show you. For $13, a Waiting for My Letter magnet. Wouldn't that look good on your fridge? So, to me, and this is not like very scientific, just off the cuff, it kind of feels like of the 3 Universal theme parks, Studios, Islands, and Epic, it feels like Epic is the busiest one right now. At least that's how it feels to me as someone who goes to each park every week. Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey is just a 10-minute wait. This ride system must just be unbelievable, because at Epic Universe, Monsters Unchained uses the same ride system, and it always has a low wait time as well. That can't be a coincidence. Welcome to Jurassic Park. What was all that shaking? Big huge dinosaur probably. One thing I always like to do in these Islands of Adventure update videos, it's a staple really, is to give you an awesome shot of the Velocicoaster. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to do that right now as the ride is delayed. There goes my streak of showing the Velocicoaster. While I'm here, and while it's still breakfast time, I'm going to have some food I've never had before here at Islands of Adventure. And it's only $8.99. Well, apparently, I have to show you this another time. It's 10:09, and apparently 10:09 is no longer breakfast. They're switching over to lunch. Now keep in mind, we did have early park admission at 8 a.m. But regular guests, the park was open at 9 a.m. So you have to be as fast as a raptor to get that breakfast sandwich from there. You got like maybe an hour. I'm calling BS on ending breakfast before 10:09. The Jurassic Park River Adventure Scream, Splash, Laugh. I went on it last week. It continues to need a little bit of TLC as the whatever-saurus, that's what I call it, the whatever-saurus that knocks your little raft off its intended path into the restricted area. That whatever-saurus, not working. Or at least it wasn't working last week. Oh, that was a pretty good spillover. Nice. There's a temporary structure over at Studios for Halloween Horror Nights that has some do not climb signs. I tell you what, when Universal's done with that structure, let's put one of those do not climb signs somewhere around this Kong sign. Maybe even on the back side if you're concerned about aesthetics. The ride itself, just a 10-minute wait. Here comes one of the buses now. I remember when Kong would have one of the top 2 longest wait times in the park. Not really like that anymore.
Yeah, Billy, on the way.
Into Sweet Haven to check on the question of the summer. I never referred to it as Sweet Haven, but that is what this section of Toon Lagoon is called. Sweet Haven. Let's go answer that question now. Is the ship waterfall working? It's my favorite part of the ride, and it is not working. It's my favorite part when I'm on the ride, and it's my favorite part just to watch people get soaked by the waterfall. So we've got to call no joy on this one. The summer of 2025. So sad. It's now 10:30. Some places that I want to have a lunch at aren't open. They don't open till 11. The place I wanted to have a breakfast empanada at stopped serving at around 10. I can't win with food today. At this rate, it looks like I'm going to have lunch in City Walk. Inside of the main store here in Toon Lagoon, there's a t-shirt I am considering for Halloween Horror Nights. I love this Scooby-Doo shirt for $30. Beware of monsters. To me, this is a good HHN t-shirt. I am strongly considering it. As I came into the Comic Strip Cafe just to get some water, checked my phone, another Scare Zone announcement. The Cat Lady of Crooked Lane. Travel down a spooky winding path to a mysterious home where the trick-or-treaters are transformed into feral felines. Be careful or you'll be next. Well, doesn't that Scare Zone sound just perfect? At the Midway Games, I'm checking out everything and nothing really looks new to me. Stuff I've seen before. Here in Marvel Superhero Island, they have finally added back the flag. Currently a 50-minute wait for Spider-Man, but I think that's going to go up as we have a very large tour group, all in pink shirts, getting in the queue right now. They're still coming. They're coming. Still coming. Continuing. Oh, it just went up to 55 minutes, so I think it needs to go up a little further. Still coming. Still coming. There's the end. Over here at Islands of Adventure, Marvel Superhero Island, the arcade is still open, even though the one at Studios has closed. And now that we are in the 11 o'clock hour, the crowd's starting to pick up. The Hulk here is a 40-minute wait. Since it is so close by and it just opened, let's try a little something from Confisco today. From the appetizers menu, Trader Wings for $15.95. Your choice of traditional style wings with Korean barbecue sauce, or hot honey, or buffalo, or garlic parmesan. I went with the garlic parmesan. Okay, all done with my lunch, and I'm a little disappointed with what I had. And I don't think it's really Confisco's fault. It's probably my fault. You see, I've been craving wings. So when I saw wings on the menu, that just popped off at me. And I just haven't been satisfied with wings near my house. The place where I live, anything near me, I just haven't been happy with their wings. So I'm like, let me give these a try. And then I think I made the wrong choice with the style of wing. Honestly, I don't know why I chose garlic parmesan other than trying to avoid sugar. So I thought, okay, that one, not gonna have much sugar with that. And then I thought, for me, it's an atypical wing, and probably for a lot of people, when they have wings, that would probably be the least one that they've tried. So just in an effort to show you something that maybe you haven't had, try the garlic parmesan. Well, that didn't work out because my craving is really with the buffalo wings, buffalo sauce wings. So I guess, I mean, it had a lot of flavor. So So if you're interested in a garlic Parmesan wing, you know, that's going to provide that type of flavor for you. It's just not really what I wanted. I even had to ask for some ranch dressing to kind of help it out for me. And oh, I like the flats better as well. I don't know if you guys like flats or what, but I prefer flats. Let me know in the comment section below. But I prefer flats, so I enjoyed those the most. But overall, I left lunch a little dissatisfied. Again, not Confisco's fault. It's all on me. But there you go. They do have wings at Confisco. I recommend the buffalo sauce wings. But we tried the garlic Parmesan today. If you want to try something a little different, give those a try, I guess. And I guess we'll just end the video on that note. Don't miss the magic. Don't miss the fun. Watch this Rickety Life video next.